Dear students of class 9 and 10, my most respected teachers and viewers, hope you are having a great day. This is Shahin Akhtar with you on behalf of Akhelali High School. Dear students, hope you are ready with English for today book or EFT book. Okay, let's be ready with your pen and khata and share the class to your friends so that they can enjoy the class at the same time with you, because our today's class is the most important class for the students of class 9 and 10 and also upper class student, because this may help them in the job interview. So no more delay, let's get started. Dear students, what you learned in previous class, do you remember? Yes, we learned about the tale of homecoming or Bangabandhu's homecoming on 10th January 1972. Yes, we completed section A to D of lesson 2, unit 1. So, today we'll know more about section E. Yes. So, let's read the following text by the same author that describes Bangabandhu's a few more hours of journey towards home. Okay, let's read the text. Bangabandhu left for Dhaka on the 9th January evening in 1972. On the way, he would stopped over in Delhi. He was welcomed at Delhi's Palam Airport in the morning of 10th January by President Bibi Giri, Prime Minister Indira Gandhi, West Bengal politician Siddhartha Shankar Rai, and the chiefs of the Indian Armed Forces. Bangabandhu stayed in Delhi for about 2 hours. During this time, he delivered a speech in a public rally and mesmerized or hypnotized or charmed everyone. There he wholeheartedly from the heart thanked Mrs. Gandhi, the people and the politicians of India for the tremendous the great help they had provided to Bangladesh and its 10 million refugees. That means Bangabandhu left London for Dhaka on 9th January in 1972. On the way, he stopped over in Delhi to express his gratitude to India. So, there, the President Bibigiri, Prime Minister Indira Gandhi, West Bengal politician Siddhartha Shankara, and the chiefs of the Indian Armed Forces welcomed him at Delhi's Palam Airport. Bangabandhu stayed in Delhi for about 2 hours, and during this time he delivered a speech in a public rally and charmed everyone. There, he from the heart thanked Mrs. Gandhi, the people and the politicians of India for the great help to Bangladesh and its 10 million refugees. Then it was on to Dhaka, or it was the oath of Dhaka, where millions of people had begun to crowd the route their leader would first and the race course model, where the leader would deliver a speech before going home. On the tarmac at Tisga Airport, soldiers of the Indian Army and the Mukti Bahini were on standby to present Bangladesh President with a guard of honor. Then members of the wartime cabinet waited in the winter sun, as did a horde of newsmen or a group of journalists. Sometime 1:30 p.m., the Comet aircraft made available to Bangabandhu by the British government landed in Dhaka. That means it was the watch of Dhaka, where millions of people had begun to crowd the route their leader would pass, and the racecourse Maidan, where the leader would deliver a speech before going home. And at Teska Airport on the tarmac, soldiers of Indian Army and the Mukti Bahini of Bangladesh stood by to offer with a guard of honor to Bangladesh President. Members of the wartime cabinet and a horde of newsmen or newspaper reporters waited in the winter sun. Sometime after 1:30 p.m., the comet aircraft available by the British government with Bangabandhu landed in Dhaka. As soon as the duo of the aircraft opened, Bangabandhu appeared. It was clear that he had lost weight due to imprisonment for nearly 10 months in a Pakistani prison. A big smile appeared on his face as he swept back his hair with his right hand. Then Prime Minister Tajuddin Ahmed then moved forward and buried or hid his head in his leader's chest. Both men broke down. Their tears soon led to moist eyes, or their tears soon led to fill eyes with tears in nearly everyone else present around them. Once the formalities at the airport are completed, the father of the nation climbed on a board of an open truck with the Mujibnagar government figures or leaders and the student leaders crowding around him. He headed for the racecourse. Yes, when the door of the aircraft opened, Bangabandhu appeared or Bangabandhu came down. It was crystal clear that he had lost his weight because of imprisonment for nearly 10 months in a Pakistani prison. But when he swept back his hair with his right hand, a big smile appeared on his face. Then Prime Minister Tajuddin Ahmed moved forward and hid his head in his leader's chest. And there rose a heart-rended sigh. So, and everyone else present around them began to cry, or their tears had present everyone there to moist their eyes also. Once the formalities at the airport are completed, the father of the nation climbed on an open truck with the Mujibnagar government leaders and the student leaders. Then the truck with them headed for the racecourse. The 2 mile stretch or width of road or street would take the procession almost nearly 3 hours to cover or pass. At the race course, Bangabandhu wept, remembering the sacrifices of the Bengalis had made in the war against Pakistan. He told how the military junta or a group of army personnel had tried to intimidate or threat or scare him during his trial. He said, I told them I am a Bengali and a Muslim who only dies once. Outwork the gallows with head held high. Then the 2 mile stretch or width of street would take the procession nearly 3 hours to pass. At the race course, Bangabandhu wept, remembering the sacrifices of the Bengalis in the war against Pakistan. He also told how the group of army personnel had tried to threat him or scare him during his trial. He said, he also said, I told them I am a Bengali and a Muslim who only dies once. I would walk the gallows with head held high. তিনি আরও বললেন, আমি তাদের বলেছি আমি একজন বাঙালি এবং একজন মুসলমান যে একবারই মারা যায়। আমি মাথা উঁচু করে ফাঁসি কাস্টে হেঁটে যাব। So, the lines expresses Bangabandhu's heroism. Yes, this is the word. This is the words of a hero. Our father of the nation was a hero, and this sentence proves that. Then the father of the nation remarked, the Bengalis had become the golden children of the golden Bengal. Yes, বঙ্গবন্ধু মন্তব্য করলেন, বাঙালিরা সোনার বাংলার সোনার ছেলেতে পরিণত হয়েছে। Then, quoting the poet Rabindranath Tagore, who once had complained that the people of Bengal had remained only a mere Bengalis, but are yet to become true human beings. Father of the nation also quoted the poet Rabindranath Tagore, who once had complained that the people of Bengal had remained only Bengalis, but were yet to become true human beings. Mujib told the jubilant crowd that the poet had been proved wrong. মুজিব উৎফুল্ল জনতার উদ্দেশ্যে বললেন যে কবি ভুল প্রমাণিত হয়েছেন। Yes, he also added, come back, O poet, he intoned dramatically, and see how your Bengalis are today transformed into worthy men. মুজিব উৎফুল্ল জনতার উদ্দেশ্যে বললেন যে কবি ভুল প্রমাণিত হয়েছেন এবং তিনি নাটকীয়ভাবে উচ্চারণ করলেন, আসুন হে কবি আর দেখে যান কিভাবে আপনার বাঙালিরা আজ যোগ্য মানুষের উপযুক্ত মানুষে রূপান্তরিত হয়েছে। So, by this line, what do we understand? The poet told, the Bengalis have become now worthy men. That means Bangabandhu was arrested by the Pakistani army on 26 March in 1971, and he was taken to Pakistan as a captive and imprisoned there for capital punishment or death sentence. But Bengalis did not stand still. They were not afraid of the fear of death. Their only target was to achieve independence. So they fought bravely with whatever they had. In addition to the Indian armed forces also helped to achieve independence. So the Bengalis' sacrifices against Pakistan were really undenied. So we strongly agree with Bangabandhu. They told that Bengalis have become now worthy men. So this is the analysis, this is the meaning of these sentences. Then moments later, at dusk and a winter has settled over Dhaka, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman made his way or rushed back to his family, who had been waiting for him at the house in Dhanmondi, road number 32, where they had been kept under house arrest by the Pakistan army throughout the course of the War of Liberation. And then at dusk, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman returned to his family, and his family had been waiting for him at the house in Dhanmondi Road number 32. And throughout the course of the War of Liberation, the Pakistan army had kept them under house arrest at that house. Dear students, hope you are clear about the text. Now go to section F. Match the words or phrases in column A with the meaning in column B. Yes, one is done for you. After matching, make sentences using them relating to your life. Yes, column A and column B. In column A, these are words or phrases, and in column B, these are their meanings. So you have to match the words or phrases with their meanings. Now, on the way, pothi moddhe, that means in course of a journey, safar pothe. Then stop over, pothe thama, or rest for some time, কিছু সময়ের জন্য থামা. Thank you so much. Then mesmerized, that means মোহিত করলো, সম্মোহিত করলো. That means hypnotized or charmed. Okay, then wholeheartedly, that means আন্তরিকভাবে, that means from the heart. And then tarmac. Tarmac means area or region from which planes take off at an airport. Then heart of newsmen, ekdol সংবাদ কর্মী. Yes, that means a group of journalists or newspaper reporters. Okay, then to moist eyes, অশ্রুসিক্ত চোখ, that means to fill eyes with tears. Fine. Then military janta, that means সামরিক জান্তা, that means a group of army personnel who rules a country. Fine. Then intoned means yes, বললেন or uttered. Yes. Then winter haze, yes, শীতের কুয়াশা, that means mist of fog that covers winter evening. Thank you so much, dear students. Now go to section G. Yes, section B and section E that we completed describe different times and situations of Bangabandhu's homecoming. Now, there are sentences that match with the certain parts of the text in these two sections. Match these sentences with the parts of the text. Okay, dear students, in two parts, in the right part, there are some sentences, and in the left part there are some sentences, and in the right part also there are some sentences, and these sentences will be matched with section B and section E. Okay, let's match them. First one, dream comes true, that means স্বপ্ন সত্য হলো. Yes, will match yes, tears of joy, আনন্দ অশ্রু. Thank you so much. Then home sweet home, that means স্বদেশ প্রিয় দেশ. Yes, end of a long waiting. Yes, দীর্ঘ প্রতীক্ষার অবসান. Thank you so much. Then days behind the bars, that means কারাগারের দিনগুলো. Yes, will match we have been worthy, আমরা যোগ্য হয়েছি. And the last one, goodbye Pakistan, বিদায় পাকিস্তান, that means the hero before the world praise, বিশ্ব সাংবাদিকদের সামনে বীর. Okay, thank you so much. Now, dear students, go to section I. Yes, I'd like to make you a group, and in the group you will discuss it. Suppose you are some journalist interviewing Bangabandhu at that time. মনে করো তোমরা কিছু সাংবাদিক বঙ্গবন্ধুর সাক্ষাৎকার নিচ্ছিলে সেই সময়ে. Then make a list of questions that you could have asked him. এখন তাকে জিজ্ঞেস করতে পারতে এমন কিছু প্রশ্নাবলীর একটি তালিকা তৈরি করো। ইয়েস, a list of questions. Okay, let's check our answer. Hope you have finished. Yes, a list of questions that we could have asked him, such as why did you take risk of your life declaring the independence of Bangladesh, though you know that you would be killed by the Pakistani rulers? Yes. পাকিস্তানি শাসকরা আপনাকে মেরে ফেলবে তা জেনেও বাংলাদেশের স্বাধীনতা ঘোষণা করে জীবনের ঝুঁকি নিলেন কেন? দেন উই কুড হ্যাভ আস্কড হিম, হাউ ডিড ইউ পাস ইয়োর ডেজ when you are in the prison? কারাবন্দী থাকাকালীন সময় কিভাবে দিন কাটাতেন? Yes, we also could have asked him, how did you feel when you are free to come back to your homeland? স্বদেশ প্রত্যাবর্তনের সময় যখন আপনি মুক্ত হলেন তখন আপনার অনুভূতি কেমন ছিল? Yes, we also could have asked him, how would you reconstruct the war devastated country or state? অর্থাৎ যুদ্ধ বিধ্বস্ত দেশকে আপনি কিভাবে পুনর্গঠন করবেন? Such type of questions we could have asked him. Think you are clear about that? Okay, dear students, so what we learned from our text, from our teaching. Okay, if we make a list, we'll be able to say that Bangabandhu left London for Dhaka on 9th January in 1972. And on the way he stopped over in Delhi, and the President Bibi Giri, the Prime Minister Indira Gandhi, West Bengal politician Siddhartha Shankara, and the chiefs of the Indian Armed Forces welcomed him at Delhi's Palam Airport. Then Bangabandhu addressed a public rally and charmed everyone. He also, from the heart, thanked Mrs. Gandhi and the people and the politicians of India for the great help to Bangladesh and its 10 million refugees. And then sometime after 1:30 p.m., the Comet aircraft available by the British government with Bangabandhu landed in Dhaka. And when the door of the aircraft opened, Bangabandhu appeared or came down. And Prime Minister Tajuddin Ahmed then moved forward and hid his head in his leader's chest. Once the formalities at the airport are completed, Father of the Nation climbed on an open truck with the Mujibnagar government leaders and the student leaders, and the truck with them headed for the racecourse Madan. And at the racecourse Madan, Bangabandhu wept, remembering the sacrifices of the Bengalis in the war against Pakistan. And at the dusk, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman started for his home or for his family, who were waiting for him at the house in Dhanmondi, road number 32. And throughout the course of War of Liberation, his family had been under arrest by the Pakistani army. So, dear students, these are the timeline of the incidents on Bangabandhu's homecoming. Now, dear students, Go to section J. Do you agree with Bangabandhu? The Bengalis have become worthy now. Justify your argument in 200 words. Okay. That means, do you agree with Bangabandhu? অর্থাৎ তুমি কি বঙ্গবন্ধুর সাথে একমত পোষণ করো যে দ্য বাঙালিজ হ্যাভ বিকাম অর্দিমেন, বাঙালিরা আজ উপযুক্ত হয়েছে। জাস্টিফাই ইউর আর্গুমেন্ট, তোমার যুক্তি খণ্ডন করো ইন 200 ওয়ার্ডস, 200 শব্দের মধ্যে, অর্থাৎ 200 শব্দের মধ্যে তোমার যুক্তি খণ্ডন করো। দিস ইজ ইউর হোম ক্লাস ডিয়ার স্টুডেন্টস, হোপ ইউল বি এবল to write or to justify your argument. So, dear students, I hope you are clear about the text, our today's text, our today's teaching. If you have any problem or you face any problem, comments me. I'll try my best to solve your problem. Okay, be safe and sound and be connected with us. Thank you so much. See you and meet you in the next class.